Boom. Famous female rapper exposed for being a secret escort by Poetic Flacco. And look, guys, we're just gonna call it what it is, right? We know a lot of the stuff behind the scenes be moving fucking crazy, wazy, brazy, right? And I'm just here, a guy who enjoys exploring the internet with you guys. But that's all we're gonna do in this video. We're gonna listen to Poetic Flacco explain the situation. We're gonna see what's really going on here, and then we're gonna add some valuable commentary to it. Okay.
Right now that Saweetie's friend exposed her for being an escort or a working girl. At least that's the interpretation of what we saw online earlier today. This is Maybach May. She's a variant of one of those BBL Habishas that Drake be
Maybach
rapping about
May.
in every song. This is
Never heard of her before. Have you guys heard of her? This is like a new, like, I've never heard of this person. So you guys have to let me know in the comments.
her. So Maybach May is known around the industry. She connects Instagram models, baddies who probably ain't employed, don't really got a stable income, but they willing to twist and twirl and use two hands for $1. She connects them
Bro said twist and twirl for $1. God
to high
damn.
profile men who are tricks and just like to spend their money. All right. They get a little favor in return. One of her biggest client and a repeat customer, his name is Jadon Sancho. Now, Jadon Sancho, he's an international soccer player. His NBA comparison, because a lot of you guys probably don't watch soccer, he's like Zion Williamson, okay? He's somebody who came into the league with so much
So bro is could have been goaded, but he's super freaked out. Okay, nice. Let's
potential.
keep going.
Everybody had hopes for him. He could have been one of the GOATs. He's still young, by the way, which is why he's still getting paid what he's getting paid, which is $180,000 per week. Okay, he's getting paid what
Damn.
he's getting paid
Bro's
because for the most
doing it.
part, he still has potential, but he's just one of those people, man. His habits have gotten in the way of his potential, kind of like Zion Williamson. If for some odd reason you recognize Jadon Sancho, but you don't know who he is and you never heard of him, that's because he's been dating Saweetie for a while now. He got her name tatted. They've been seen publicly together. There's various photographs of them. So if you kind of knew he was or remember him,
Bro got her name tattooed on him. I mean, you know what? He's an all-star athlete, right? I guess bro could do whatever he wants, but getting her name tattooed on you something.
but didn't know his name, that's because you've seen him with Saweetie. Him and Saweetie actually met when Saweetie went to Europe to visit Chelsea, which is, by the way, a meeting that was set up by Maybach May. At that meeting, Saweetie met Jadon Sancho. And you see Maybach May in the background giving him like the little side eye, like, yeah, I just made a connection. Now, apparently, she has introduced multiple women to Jadon Sancho.
So is she like a pimp? Are we calling her a pimp? Or is she just like a love connect? You know, she just takes these beautiful famous women, models, rapper women, and introduced them to high profile athletes and celebrities. So like, I think she's a pimp. Yeah, she's definitely a pimp. She's a pimp.
He has a track record of splurging on these women, getting finesse out the paper. Like, that's his record, right? He's a terrific trick. The business model is pretty ironclad, right? Jadon Sancho pays Maybach May for introducing him to these women, and these women will pay her whatever they broke him off for, right? Whatever they were able to finesse from out of Jadon Sancho, which is a lot of times, they would also break off Maybach May, and she eats from both pots. Now, Jadon Sancho, he's mentally ill. There's something wrong with this dude, bro. All right, because, bro, you are an international soccer player. Your salary is public. You could DM any one of these chicks, bro. All right, they going for less. Trust me, bro. You don't got to spend no 50, 100 racks on these chicks, bro, in a week.
But all right, I'm gonna say this. I know some people only care about making money, getting bitches. You're just gonna say it just like that, right? They have money. That's the order, right? So once they acquire the money phase, the bitches phase, they just want that shit easy access. Whether they really like, and like, I'm gonna be fair. If bro got her name tatted, that means he really does fuck with her. He must really like love her, like her, because you're not just getting some random girl name tatted. But then again, I don't know. Light skin motherfuckers, sometimes they just fall in love with every girl they meet. Sometimes we listen to a Drake song and the girl's the most greatest girl ever to grace God's green earth after the Drake song ends. So who knows, right? Like, to be fair, right? Who knows, right? But if your priorities is money and then women, it's pretty easy to just take the copious amounts of money you've made and easy access to yourself into women. So I am sure tons of these guys are doing it. He's just probably the one doing it at the most open level, right? Which is a bad look as a professional, right? We'll say that.
He can, bro, sir.
And like, I think as a rapper, it doesn't matter because rappers talk about drugs, money, BD, all that shit. You feel me? So like, it doesn't look as bad when a rapper does. But I think if you're like a professional athlete, depending on your goal long term, it could look a certain type of way. But if you're an all star and you're killing it, I mean, people are just gonna not give a fuck and let you keep being an all
Bruh,
star.
bruh, they going for $40 and a sausage, homie. Like
Yeah,
you
the
getting
sausage is
finesse out your
crazy.
body, bruh.
The sausage is
But
crazy.
Saweetie went against the business model. Okay. She at first, from the text messages we're about to see, she was at first on go and on game. She was first signing up, right? She was down with it, right? There was even discussing what's the most he ever been broken off for. I'm trying to beat the record. But then Saweetie switched the plans up on Maybach May. She met Jaden Central. She realized, oh no, he too good of a trick. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, oh no, he bubbled a fool. No, no.
So she got up in there and said, "This one's mine," and just took over.
Hold
Okay.
on, bro. He a millionaire and he's this green? Why would this be a one-time lick? Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, I gotta stick with this trick. So Saweetie got Jaden Central to fall in love. And they began dating. And they began boyfriend and girlfriend. Well, when they began boyfriend and girlfriend, maybe May's like, man, like you dating the client? Like, bro, we supposed to finesse him and then come back with another girl and finesse him again? Bro, what you doing dating the client? But cool, that's what you got to do. Cool, just break me off. So Weedy refused to pay Maybach May whatever she got, whatever she broke off from Jaden Central. And not only that, apparently Maybach May began to put so much pressure on Saweetie. Saweetie told Jaden Central as well, don't pay her nothing. So now Maybach May is out the loop. She
Yo, and you know what? He was aware of the arrangement anyway. You brought him something that he would be satisfied, someone he'd be satisfied with, to the point where she could make herself a permanent part of his lifestyle, neck tattoo and all. So if she don't want to pay you and she tells him like, "Hey, it's not even worth doing that. Let's just ignore that, get away from that." And he stops, you've been completely X'd out of your pimping services, man.
ain't getting no paper. And her biggest client, who was tricking on all the women she was bringing to him, he's now cuffed up to Saweetie because she wants to be greedy and keep the trick for herself. So maybe
But the difference is Sweetie has a name too, because we know her from being a rapper. Didn't she get a McDonald's meal? Like she has a name attached to her. The other girls probably have like a name too, but they're probably more like Instagram models, OF models, that type of stuff, right? This one is like a legit rapper. And this is like insane, right? Because this is a name that was almost like a household name for a long time, and she was out here tricking herself and then locked in the trick. Like that shit, bro. This is mind blowing.
May had enough and she decided to take the social media to expose everything. Maybach May starts off by posting a screenshot to her IG story, and the screenshot is of a fan who write, "They want Sanj to lower his wages with Saweetie on his roster. Please be serious. You thought you was getting 180K per week pay raise, and then Saweetie asked for her third Birkin bag this week. It's Wednesday." And then she writes, "I'll tell a joke, but I ain't never told a lie. I sent you to Dubai because you never balled before and was depressed looking for a happy life. Took you to London Babes, took you to Nigeria, booked you on Australian tour. I helped this girl so much, only for her to play with my money at the end. I'm just
Yeah.
missing my money from London. Pay up, cokehead. For I
Nah. Okay. Great.
start naming the rest of the husbands you was playing with." So Whitney's
Yo.
reputation precedes her. Like she was accused by even Cardi B of sleeping with Offset while Cardi B and Offset was married. But she dated Quavo, Offset's like cousin slash like group member, brother ish. So she did that. Allegedly, right? Because that's alleged. Okay, but that's the rumor as to why the Migos ain't really been the same. Why, like Quavo and Offset ain't really been seen eye to eye for a while now because Saweetie slept with Offset. I guess as revenge or get back to Quavo because Quavo did her dirty, but she still slept with a married man allegedly. She continues to write and she says, "I want to make one thing clear. I booked her for an appearance to visit a Chelsea stadium and support the soccer team. As my last post shows, instead of paying me, she fell in love with the client and told him not to pay me. The client is Jaden Central. What exactly was Jaden Central a client for? Well, Jaden Central was paying her to meet women, and Saweetie is apparently one of those women. I was a road manager with her getting her deals. I was solid to this girl. She got what she wanted and never paid me. Simple. I want my money." So we done got sick and tired of dealing with them rappers, bruh. Right? Quavo bought her a Maybach and took it back when they broke up. She got tired. Cause yo, these hood dudes, yo, Quavo ain't going. YG definitely ain't going. All right, you ain't dating tricks, bro. Yo, you dating men who gonna make it hard for you. You feel me?
The thing is, I feel like they were tricks too, but when it was time to end the trick, they took all their shit back. And I mean, you can't be mad at that. They were definitely tricking on her too. Gotta be fair. Gotta be real. These motherfuckers definitely be spending money on women, but they're not gonna go to the level as this dude, who honestly is making so much more money than they've ever made. He's making 180K a week, right? Like he's making unlimited money damn near at this point. And football is probably one of the most influential sports around the world, right? Like so she definitely tried to elevate herself into a space where she would never need or want. But with all of this happening, is there a way for him to stay together with her? Is he gonna keep her? Is he gonna break up with her? Like what's gonna be the end goal?
Yo, so we from the Bay, they
End goal,
gamed
end
up,
goal.
right? Chicks from the Bay is gamed up, but YG from LA, he gamed up. Quavo from he gamed up. So she can't game these dudes for their paper. So she got to go overseas, man. All right, to go find a goofy. Hey, you could tell Saweetie viewed this one as a goofy from the text messages that she was sending Maybach May when she first met Jaden Central.
Let's see these Texas.
Literally asking, yo, how much could we, yo, get him for? Right? Inquiring about the prices and what other women have gotten from him in a weekend so she could up it. So when they were still plotting on Sancho, right? Saweetie writes her and she says, when these girls run it up on Jaden, how much they doing in a weekend? Yo, hey, yo, bro. Yo,
Damn. Answer after you done paying and getting tattoos of a hoe you barely know. I mean my money, she hates her career, so you came right on time like the trick you are. I just want y'all what y'all owe me. But that's the thing. If these messages come out, bro, first of all, tattoo needs to be removed immediately, right? She has to be packed up now because she was trying to run the bag on you. So you think she really loves you,
I'm
dude?
sure this ain't Jaden first time seeing this, bro. All right, because if she's public now, she had to have tried to tell him in the past, bro. That means he's still staying with her. Yo,
Which means
when
he
you
doesn't care.
how much they rented out? I'm trying to get it. What? No, a lot of y'all are probably shocked because y'all saying, bro, it's so weedy, bro. Like, bro,
No, I mean, if she's been doing this already, right? And he's been a part of like this process with different women. This probably doesn't even bother him. He probably knows that they're trying to do this already and just doesn't care because he's just having fun and living. But got this girl's name tattooed on you. That context with a message like this would never look good.
Saweetie is
Never looks good.
like I don't know if she's platinum yet, but Saweetie, got hits. Saweetie is like a mainstream celebrity. She dated Quavo, YG. I'll be real, bro. No matter how bad the bid is, bro. Right? When that paper ain't right, them standards ain't as man, listen, bro. No girl is above using her body for a check. What you think Saweetie gonna do? Huh? Huh? Go back to working a 9 to 5? Huh? Huh? What you think Saweetie gonna go back to college and get a bachelor's and start working again like McConan? Hell nah, bruh. Saweetie gonna use what she can to get that paper. None of these chicks is above this, bro. She didn't
That's
give
fair.
Saweetie a warning. She says, "Hey, Saweetie, I see you playing internet games on Beyonce's Internet Child. Let me know how you want to play this. I'm either going to receive my money from you, and by money she means, listen, whatever you done broke off of Jaden, I need a piece of that." Right? Because that was the client. I had consistent money coming in from multiple women. Right? I was the madam. You was one of my girls. You were supposed to get the paper and come back, but you tried to fall. Yo, you made him fall in love because, he's your retirement plan. It ain't happening, right? I still need my paper. Right, so she goes, let me know how you want to play
That's
this. I'm either
crazy.
going to receive my money from you or I can start addressing some of them rumors with TMZ. We spent almost a month in Africa. You should know I wasn't going to let you play me out some money. She continues and she says, cocaine, witchcraft, and liquor is one hell of a mix. Send me my bread, homewrecker, at Saweetie. And then she also says, I try to be nice. Nice don't get you nowhere. Monique Slaughter from Love and Hip Hop would give her take on this, and she would pretty much confirm the suspicions. She would put, no, I'm being for real. She matches high profile women with high profile men, and the men are the clients, and they pay her for that. She's saying she works with Saweetie. She has clients who are into Saweetie, so she set up tours in different countries for the men to meet Saweetie. this particular guy really likes Saweetie.
I'm not gonna lie, that last sentence though is the window and exposure is imminent if the discourse is with the client. Yeah, that's true. If this is something that was supposed to be done secretly, like like people know it's happening, but it's like not knowledge that the public explicitly has, and then now that she didn't get paid, she's like, "Oh, fuck y'all privacy." This is a real issue with things that could be like this.
And she's alleging that Saweetie told him not to pay her. But what this does now is it makes it clear that discretion goes out the window and exposure is imminent if there's discourse with a client. I would say that I'm shocked, disappointed. I'm not at all, to be honest, bruh. Like, listen, I'd have put no chick on no pedestal, bruh. Right? These chicks gonna find a way to eat, bruh. They ain't starving. And they've gotten to a point
That's
in their
facts.
celebrity where they feel like, man, they too good for a job, man. Right? They too good to go back and work a job. And if you're Saweetie and you got an international soccer player, by the way, like Saweetie is like what, like late 20s, right? Maybe early 30s, not late 20s. Sancho is like 20, 21 years old. Like he's like 21 years old, right? All right. So she
Damn.
has a drastic age difference. So she's able to manipulate him more. Obviously, he's been manipulated. Because if this clown seen that message and he's still with her, he's been manipulated, bro. He got her name tatted and everything, bro. He is green. I don't know what Maybach may expect. You think Saweetie was gonna see a lick that green and what? And do like a one time
She probably thought that like they was girls, she gonna put her in this spot, and then the money gonna come back to her. She probably thought she really had the reins on lock. Clearly, she didn't.
hit and let other girls eat, man? Nah, bruh. He's the retirement plan, right? He is the retirement plan, right? Well, hey, watch this, show. Let's Google real quick, man. What is Jaden Central salary, man? What is Jadon Central salary? Okay, let's do it math real quick, okay? Oh, sorry. Sorry, I was wrong. I I was wrong. I was wrong, people. Oh my god. I was wrong, people. Oh no, 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 no. It's nah, 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 nah. I was wrong.
So,
Hold on, bro. Hold on. I was
oh my
wrong,
god, bro, he's funny.
people. Jaden Sancho signed a 5-year, $65 million. Oh, nah, nah, nah. I was wrong. I'm talking about 180K a week. Apparently, the 180K was a raise he wanted. He signed a 5-year, $65 million max contract. Well, not max contract, because soccer players make way more, but $13 million a year. You think Saweetie about to hit that and let it
Yeah,
go? Nah, that's the retirement plan.
yeah, she's stuck in that bitch. She's locked in that bitch. Like, let's just be fair. She's locked in that bitch. This is crazy though, that there was a madam or a pimp that was linking them up. But I guess that would be a thing in that type of space, right? Rich motherfuckers, they want the best of the best, the baddest of the baddest, and they're willing to put their money into it, right? So I guess, dude. But that just lets you see someone that we wouldn't have thought that would necessarily be involved in something like this clearly is. Because we already know what time it is. If you enjoyed watching the video, like, and subscribe. Drop some reactions in the Discord if y'all want. Links in the description. Out of here. Peace.